Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are doing well. Now this is your English class, okay? Now in this class today we are going to discuss a story. We are going to discuss a story of Helen Keller, okay? And this is from your English book, okay, from your English textbook, lesson number 3, okay, lesson number 3, and the name of the lesson is the most important day, okay, the most important day. So students, I request you all, please take out your textbook and open your book and lesson number 3, the most important day. Okay. So students, before starting our today's lesson, let us see some word meanings, okay, some hard words and their meanings, okay. Now let us see. So our first word is illness. ILLNESS, illness. ILLNESS, illness. And the meaning of illness is an unhealthy condition of body or mind. An unhealthy condition of body or mind. Meaning of illness is an unhealthy condition of body or mind. Okay. Our next word is strict. STRICT, strict. STRICT, strict. And the meaning of strict is demanding that rules concerning behavior are obeyed and observed. Okay. Demanding that rules concerning behavior are obeyed and observed. Okay. So this is the meaning of strict. Next word is often. OFTEN, often. OFTEN, often. Meaning of often is frequently or many times. Okay, frequently or many times. Now next word is suddenly. SUDDENLY, suddenly. SUDDENLY, suddenly, means quickly and unexpectedly. Quickly and unexpectedly. Okay. Our next word is blossom. BLOSSOM, blossom. BLOSSOM, blossom. The state or period of flowering. Okay, blossom means the state or period of flowering. Okay. Now next word is eventful. EVENTFUL, full. Eventful. Eventful means marked by interesting or exciting events. Marked by interesting or exciting event. Okay. Next word is famous. FAMOUS, S. Famous. Famous means known by known about by many people. Okay, known about by many people. Okay, and our last word is courage. 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 And the meaning of courage is the ability to do something that frighten one. Okay, or bravery. The ability to do something that frighten one, bravery. Okay, so these are our word meanings. Now students, let us start our story. So students, let us start our story. The name of our story is The Most Important Day. The most important day, this story is about Helen Keller. Okay, now student, I am going to read the line of the story. Please listen carefully. Okay. It was the summer of 1880. A healthy baby girl was born in a small town in Alabama. Her parents loved her dearly and named her Helen Keller. But one day the baby became ill, and day after day her fever stayed high. Everyone in the family tried to help her to get better, but all they could say was, "There is nothing more we can do. The baby may not live." Helen lived, but she was not the same after her illness. Something, it was very wrong. Her mother said at last they found out what was wrong. The child could not see or hear. The baby grew into a little girl. Her parents felt sorry for her. Helen often cried and held onto her mother. Give the poor child what she wants, her father would say. Though Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright little girl. Some people thought Helen could not learn anything. Her mother did not agree. Helen is very smart, she said, and added, the problem is, how can we reach her? She locked up inside herself. Okay. So, in the first paragraph, let us read the first paragraph and I will explain, okay, about this story. It was the summer of 1880. A healthy baby girl was born in a small town in Alabama. Her parents loved her dearly. Dearly means very much. Okay, dearly means very much. Her parents love her very much and named her Helen Keller. But one day the baby became ill, and day after day her fever stayed high. Okay, everyone in the family tried to help her to get better, but all they could say was, there is nothing more we can do. Okay, the baby may not live. Okay, so students, In the first paragraph, we get to know that it was the summertime in the year 1880. Okay, it was the summertime in the year 1880, and a baby girl was born in a small town named Alabama. Okay, a baby girl was born in a small town named Alabama. Alabama is a southeastern USA state. Okay, USA means United States of America. Okay, so this baby girl born in a small town in Alabama, America. Okay, so this baby girl loved by his parents very much. Okay, this baby girl loved by his parents very much, and they named her Helen Keller. Okay, her parents named her Helen Keller. One day, Helen Keller got very high fever. Okay, she got very high fever, and she was not recovering from it. Okay, she was not recovering from the fever. Okay, her health was going down. With each passing day, all the family members trying their best to make her good, but they thought that she might not live long. Okay, but they thought that she might not live long. Okay, so this is about the first paragraph. Now let us read the second paragraph and let's understand, okay, the second paragraph. Helen lived, but she was not the same. After her illness, something is very wrong, her mother said. At last, they found what was wrong. The child could not see or hear. Okay. Now, students, in this paragraph, Helen Keller lived. Okay, after her illness. Helen Keller lived after her illness, but her mother suspected some change. Okay, her mother suspected some change, that she was not behaving properly like before. Okay, and they came to know that Helen Keller lost her sight and sense of hearing. Okay, they came to know that Helen Keller lost her sight and sense of hearing, which means she could not see and hear. Okay, her parents came to know that Helen could not see or hear. Okay, now let us see the third paragraph. Let's read the third paragraph and I will explain. The baby grew into a little girl. Her parents felt sorry for her. Helen often cried and held on to her mother. Give the poor child what she wants, the father would say. Okay. So, in this paragraph, it is said that when Helen Keller grew, she cried a lot, and then her father said, give her whatever she wants so that she may get happy and stop crying. Okay, in this paragraph, Helen Keller she cried a lot. Okay, when Helen Keller grew, she cried a lot, and her father, what he said? He said, give everything she wants. Why? Because so that she may get happy, okay, and stop crying. Okay. Now let us read the next paragraph. Though Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright little girl. Some people thought Helen could not learn anything. Her mother did not agree. Okay, Helen is very smart and said and added, the problem is how can we reach her? She locked up inside herself. Okay. Students, as you know that Helen was not able to see or hear. Still, she wants the bright student. Okay. Her mother understood her problem of being not able to express her feelings and needs. Okay. Helen began to grow wild. Okay. So Helen was not able to see or hear. Okay. Still, she was a bright student. Her mother understood her problem of being not able to express her feelings and need. Okay. So now student, let us read the next paragraph and let's see what happened next. So Helen began to grow wild. She would not let anyone comb her hair. Her clothes were always dirty. Okay. Helen began to grow. Okay. Began to grow wild and she would not let anyone comb her hair. Okay. Her clothes were always dirty. She was often angry. Sometimes she even lay on the floor and kicked her feet. Her parents thought that they should find a teacher for her. Miss Sullivan, a young teacher, agreed to help Helen to learn to see the world. Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll. Spells doll. She spells the word with her fingers into Helen's hand. She made the letters with special hand sign. Okay. Now in the fifth paragraph, okay, let us see the fifth paragraph, that Helen began to grow wild as she would not let anyone comb her hair. Her clothes were always dirty. She was often angry. Sometimes she even lay on the floor and kicked her feet. Okay. So with each passing day, Helen started behaving wildly. Okay, like an uncivilized people. She did not allow anyone to comb her hair. Okay. She wore dirty clothes and got angry and lay on the floor, kicking her feet, which means she started behaving different from other children. Okay. She started behaving from the other children. Okay. Why? Because she did not allow anyone to comb her hair. Okay. And she wore all the dirty clothes. Okay. So she is different from other. Now let us read the next paragraph. Okay. The sixth paragraph. Her parents thought that they should find a teacher for her. Miss Sullivan, a young teacher, agreed to help Helen to learn to see the world. Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll. 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 Spells. Okay. She spelled the word with her fingers into Helen's hand. She made the letters with special hand sign. Okay. Means here the Helen parents decided to get a teacher for her. And then a young teacher named Miss Sullivan. Okay, a young teacher named Miss Sullivan agreed to teach Helen. Okay, she gave Helen a doll and taught her its spelling by making letter with special hand sign. Okay. After seeing the behavior of Helen, her parents decided to get a teacher for her. Okay, and then a young teacher. And what was the name of the teacher? Miss Sullivan. Okay, Miss Sullivan, she was agreed, okay, to teach Helen. She gave Helen a doll. Okay, you can see in this picture, she gave her a doll and taught her its spelling, D-O-L-L. Okay, she taught its spelling doll by making letter with special hand sign. Okay, now let us see the next. Helen copied her teacher and spelled doll too, D-O-L-L, doll, but she did not understand what she was doing. Helen liked Miss Sullivan. She was strict but kind. She spelled a lot of words for Helen on her hand day and night to make Helen understand. Okay. Helen copied her teacher and spelled doll too, but she did not understand what she was doing. Helen liked Miss Sullivan. She was strict but kind. She spelled a lot of words for Helen on her hand day and night to make Helen understand. Okay. So here Helen followed her teacher. Okay. In this paragraph, Helen followed her teacher but did not understand what was going on. Okay. Helen, she followed her teacher but she was surprised that what was going on. Okay. She liked Miss Sullivan and learned to spell many words with her. Okay. And she started liking Miss Sullivan and learned so many words with her. Okay. One day her teacher made Helen put her hand into running water. Okay. Then she spelled water. Suddenly Helen understood that water, W-A-T-E-R, meant something wet running over her hand. She understood that words were the most important things in the world. Words would tell her everything she wanted to know. Okay. Now here one day her teacher made Helen put her hand into running water. Then she spelled W-A-T-E-R. Suddenly Helen understood that W-A-T-E-R meant something wet running over her hand. She understood that words were the most important thing in the world. Words would tell her everything she wanted to know. So in this paragraph, in the last paragraph, It is given that Miss Sullivan put Helen's hand into running water, okay, and taught her the spelling of water, W-A-T-E-R, water. This helped Helen to understand and what water is, and then she understood the importance of words as her way to understand world around her and to know everything she wanted to know. Okay, so Miss Sullivan, what she did, she put Helen's hand into running water, okay, and taught her the spelling of water, okay, W-A-T-E-R. This helped Helen to understand what water is, and then she understood the importance of word as her way to understand world around her and to know everything she wanted to know. Okay, so students, let us see the next. Helen learned 30 words that day. Okay, Helen learned 30 words that day. Mother, father, sister, teacher were amongst them. Words that were to make the world blossom for her. Okay, now Helen learned 30 words, okay, in that day. What was the words? Mother, father, sister, teacher, okay, were among them. Words that were to make the world blossom for her. It would have been difficult to find a happier child than Helen as she lay in her bed at the close of that eventful day. She thought about the joy it had brought her and for the first time longed for a new day to come. Okay. By the end of August, in 6 short months, Helen knew 625 words. By the time she was 16, Helen could speak well enough to go to college. Helen Keller, the little girl, became one of the history's most famous women. Okay, she traveled around the world speaking in more than 25 countries in the 5 major continents. Wherever she went, she brought a new courage to millions of people. Okay. By the end of August, in 6 short month, Helen knew how many words? 625 words. Okay, Helen learned 625 words and she was only 16 years old. Okay, and by the time she was only 16 years old. Okay, and Helen could speak very well. Okay, and she was able to go to college also. Okay, Helen Keller, the little girl, became one of the history's most famous women. Okay, and she traveled the world. Okay, and speaking more than 25 countries. Okay, in the 5 major continents. And she went, wherever she went, she brought new courage to millions of people. So students, this was the story about the Helen Keller. Okay, hope you all understand and like the story. our today's story. So student, please read this story from your book. Okay, and thank you for watching the videos. Okay student, bye bye.